Welcome back to the Real Estate Reserve Podcast. Jason from Hard Money Bankers, co-host Ian Horowitz from Equity Warehouse, back in studio. Dustin with his successfully unemployed shirt from Master Passive Income. I'm sorry. Anyways, if you didn't tune in a few weeks ago, we had a great episode. We interviewed Dustin, startup story, everything he's up to these days. We wanted to bring Dustin back on to talk about a deal that changed his life. It might be a good deal, it might be a bad deal, but a deal that was lasting in his mind and it changed his life. Dustin, thanks again for joining us. Maybe just do a quick intro again, and then you can dive back into a deal that changed your life.
Totally. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I'm a real estate investor. Started back in 2006. Eventually just bought enough properties where I was financially independent, became successfully employed, 30 plus properties now, residential. I have 750 apartment complex units. And so I'm a real estate investor, but I guess the most important deal that I would first say it was my first deal, but that's not the most important one. The one that changed my life. The first deal, it always changes everybody's life because your life, because it helps you to realize that it's possible, that it's not just like nobody can do it. So that's number one. But the second property that I bought, that's what changed my life. So you definitely need to go back and listen to the episode that I was on where I share my entire story of what really got me to investing. Well, that first property, my property manager started stealing from me after 6 months of owning it. It was horrible. So that didn't change my life. What changed my life is because I did not let that deter me. I said, there's got to be a way for this to work. I'm not the first one. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. This happened before. So I said, let me approach this from a business mindset. Let me approach this by building a business, not following those, TikTok or Instagram gurus that just say, hey, just buy any property and it'll work out fine. No. They help you to lose money. That's what they do. But I built a business. This is the reason why the second property was so pivotal for me to be where I'm at now, financially independent, is because I realized I needed to build a business that had experts doing all the work for me before I bought the property. So the first property went bad, didn't do everything right. The second property, I built the entire business. And when I went to buy the property, I first asked my property manager, this is a light bulb moment. Instead of calling property managers after the fact and say, hey, would you manage it? And they say no. And I'll get shot there. Well, you don't have an asset. You have a liability. So what I realized was, and it was a light bulb, I asked my property manager, I'm looking to buy this property. How much will it rent for? What will it, will you manage it? What's the vacancy factor, clientele, all the good questions? They say no, then I move on. But if they said yes, I'm like, okay, great. I got a good property that I can buy and put it into my business. So that second property helped me to build a business and then create a system that I can do over and over again. Now I invest in 5 different states, and now I just coach and give that away to all my students.
Yeah, no, that's definitely powerful. And it's a recurring theme that you keep bringing up about having the team and being able to invest side by side and understanding what other people are doing. And I think that's a powerful message that you've brought up in both episodes. It's been a few weeks since we recorded the other one, and the fact that you bring it up again, it's still a point that resonates with me a lot. I mean, just one quick question, and then we're going to get out of here, is without that team, do you think you could have been successful? Do you think you would have figured it out on your own? Or this is like the secret sauce that works for you that everybody needs to know about?
Well, you can. I could have figured it out. I definitely could have, but then I would be working on my own. In fact, once you get to 4 or 5, maybe 10 properties, if you're doing it all yourself, you're a mom and pop, which means your time is just sucked up. And those are the people that I love buying properties from because they're pulling their hair out because they're doing it all themselves. Well, you can't scale your business to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 properties or more if you don't have the right people in place to do the work for you. I love the idea of the 4-hour work week. There's a book called The 4-Hour Work Week. Premise is try to design your life to work 4 hours a week. I loved it until I realized working 4 hours a week is for suckers. Here's the reason why I say it. I don't want to work 4 hours a week. I don't even want to work 4 hours a month. I maybe work 30 minutes a month on all my properties because I have experts doing the work for me. I just get their property management statements, look it over, make sure it's good, good, and I go back to play with my kids. In fact, one quick last thing. I taught my daughter, who's 16 years old now. She just bought her first property. She's 16, or my oldest. I taught her to go through the statements, put in the accounting system, and make sure everything's looking good. And then she digs all that. So on my real estate, 30 plus properties, single family homes to apartment complexes, all that sort of stuff. I have experts do the work. And I one quick, but I just got back from 3 weeks in Japan, taking my entire family, drove 3,500 miles around the left-hand side of Japan on the road, and didn't even have to think about my business because other people were doing the work for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. And guys, when you get to that level, you've reached the top level. That is the answer. So it's exciting to see another person have similar success. Guys, if you get any value out of this, make sure you give Dustin a share. Guys dropping bombs left and right. And before I ruin it, Dustin, where can everybody find you on the internet? Because I don't want to trip up like Jason did at the beginning of this.
Totally. Well, everybody, you can definitely get my course completely for free. Text the word rental to 33777. Rental to 33777, or go to masterpassiveincome.com/free course. All one word, /free course. Show you how to build a business, how to invest anywhere in the country, invest in out of state, how to scale your business to become financially independent. You could even find me the Master Passive Income podcast. Master Passive Income. It's just a solo show. Me just teaching how to do this. Been doing this since 2016, just teaching how to do that. YouTube as well. Also, one quick last one. I've been pretty active on Instagram. So hit me up on Instagram, send me a DM, the Dustin Heiner, THE Dustin Heiner. Love to help as many people. In fact, my goal is to help 1 million people to invest in real estate, because I found the more people that I help in this life, the better my life gets and the better their life gets.
Yeah, that's awesome. Go give them a follow, guys. We'll get all that info in the show notes. Make sure you smash it. Go check it out. Dustin, appreciate you guys. If you got any value out of this, you want your friends to get value out of this, give it a share. And with that being said, we will catch you guys on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to the Real Estate Reserve podcast. Do us a favor and like, comment, and share our broadcast. It helps the algorithm and helps us spread the word too. Till next time, thank you for tuning in.